Welcome everyone. In today's video, we're not just going to talk about English. We're going to change the way you speak it. We're going to fix something that most people never tell you. By the end of this video, I hope you will look in the mirror and say, "Yes, now I can speak. I finally know how to train my mouth to speak English." So, watch until the end. Subscribe to our channel because this video could become an important turning point in your English journey. Let me ask you something. How many English videos have you watched? How many grammar rules have you learned? How many hours have you spent listening? But when it is time to speak, your lips freeze, your tongue shakes, your voice disappears, your mind goes blank. This does not happen because you are not smart. It does not happen because your English is bad. It happens because your mouth is not trained. Yes, that is the truth. You are reading, you are watching, you are listening, but you are not training your speaking muscles. That is why nothing changes. That is why you feel stuck. That is why your confidence disappears when you open your mouth. Let me tell you something important. English is not only in your mind, it is also in your lips, your tongue, your jaw, and your voice. Until you train them, something will always feel missing. But today, that changes. This is not another boring grammar lesson. This is not another list of phrases. This is not another video that only says repeat after me. This is a journey. We are going to break your fear. We are going to train your mouth. We are going to build voice of English from the beginning. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need a foreign accent. You do not need expensive courses. You only need 5 minutes a day, the right method, and the courage to sound like a beginner before you become fluent. This is the video I wish someone had shown me years ago. This is the truth many English teachers never tell you. This is your chance to stop only learning English and start speaking it. So, let's begin. Part 1. The shocking truth nobody told you. Let's start with something powerful. It may surprise you, but it can change everything. Your mouth does not know how to move like an English speaker. Read that again. The problem is not your grammar. It is not your vocabulary. It is not your memory. The real problem is your mouth. You have been training your brain but not your speaking muscles. That is why you sound slow, nervous, or unnatural when you speak English. English is a physical language. It has a different rhythm. It has different sounds. It has a different speaking style. It is not only about the words you say, it is also about how your mouth says them. Think about exercise. Imagine reading 100 books about push-ups. You know the technique. You understand everything. You can even explain it to other people. But you never do a single push-up. What happens when you finally try? Your muscles are weak. The same thing happens with English. You know the words, but your mouth has not learned to move quickly, smoothly, and confidently. Your tongue, your lips, and your jaw are used to your native language. They do not know English sounds and speaking patterns. When your mouth is not trained, it does not matter how many videos you watch or books you read. You will still freeze when it is time to speak. That is why many learners say, "I understand everything, but I cannot speak." Speaking is not only mental, it is also physical. In your native language, you have repeated the same sounds since childhood. That is why your mouth moves naturally. But in English, you have not trained your mouth to make difficult sounds, connect words, or use natural stress and intonation. So your speech becomes slow and broken. That is what hurts your confidence. The good news is that you can change this. You can train your mouth. You can build speaking muscles just like you build muscles in the gym. You do not need hours of practice. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need to sound like a native speaker. You only need the right practice, focus, and consistency. Part 2. The daily 5-minute mouth training routine. Let me make one promise. If you follow this routine for just 5 minutes every day for the next 30 days, your English will sound different. Your mouth will change. Your confidence will grow. Your conversations will improve. Your life can change too. Now we are going to train your mouth like a muscle, not like a memory. You may think that 5 minutes is too little, but here's the truth. It is not about how long you practice. It is about how you practice. Your goal is not to become fluent overnight. Your goal is to build small daily habits that train your mouth and improve your speaking. You do not need 5 hours. You only need 5 focused minutes every day. Remember this. Reading gives you knowledge. Speaking is movement. Movement needs muscle memory. Now let's learn the 5-minute speaking routine step by step. Step 1. Mouth warm-up. 1 minute, just like before exercise, you should warm up your body. You should also warm up your mouth before speaking English. Why? Because your mouth has been using your native language all day. Now it needs to switch into English mode. Here's how. First, do lip rolls. Gently buzz your lips like a motorbike. Do it for 5 seconds. Repeat 3 times. Next, stretch your tongue. Push it out and bring it back in. Repeat 10 times. Now loosen your jaw. Open and close your mouth gently. Repeat 5 times. Finally, smile as wide as you can. Hold the smile for 5 seconds. Relax. Repeat 2 times. Why does this work? It relaxes your mouth. It wakes up your speaking muscles. It helps your English sound smoother and more natural. You do not need to be perfect. You only need to keep moving. A warm mouth is a ready mouth. Step 2. The mirror technique. 1 minute. This is your secret weapon. Your mirror becomes your coach. It gives you feedback. It builds your confidence. Stand in front of a mirror. Look into your own eyes. Choose one simple sentence like, I am learning to speak confidently. This is my voice. I own it. English is becoming my second language. Say the sentence slowly. Watch your lips. Watch your jaw. Watch your tongue. Do not rush. Look at yourself. Feel every sound. Repeat the sentence 5 times. Speak a little faster each time. Why does this work? It helps you notice how you speak. It removes the fear of being judged. It helps you speak with more confidence and clarity. Gives you the power to control your voice. It may feel awkward at first, but that is normal. After 3 or 4 days, you will start to feel more comfortable. After 10 days, you will feel more confident. Remember, you cannot build speaking confidence if you never face yourself. Step 3 is shadow speaking. This is where real fluency begins. Shadow speaking means listening to a sentence and repeating it immediately. Try to copy the speed, tone, rhythm, and emotion. This trains your mouth to speak naturally. Choose a short audio clip. 5 to 10 seconds is enough. It can be from a YouTube video, a movie, a TED Talk, or your own recording. Listen to one sentence carefully. Then repeat it exactly as you hear it. Do not change the speed or the style. Try to match the original voice as closely as possible. Repeat the same sentence many times. Do not worry if you make mistakes. Keep going. This is not grammar practice. This is muscle training. Your mouth becomes stronger every time you repeat. This method works because it builds quick speaking reactions. It improves your rhythm and fluency. It trains your ears, your mouth, and your brain together. It also helps your English sound smoother and more natural. This is how children learn a language. They listen, they copy, they repeat, then they become fluent. Step 4 is the fluency loop. This is the final step in your daily practice. It helps you speak with more speed and confidence. You will say the same sentence 3 times using different speeds. Choose one simple sentence. Say it slowly first. Focus on every word and every sound. Then say it at a normal speed. Keep your voice smooth and steady. Finally, say it a little faster while staying clear and relaxed. Repeat this cycle 3 times. Practice 3 to 5 simple sentences every day. Do not change the sentences too often. Use the same ones for a few days until they feel easy. This teaches your brain that speaking English is becoming natural. This method helps you feel comfortable with speed. It reduces overthinking and makes you sound more fluent, even if you know only simple words. Your daily practice is easy to remember. Spend 1 minute warming up your mouth. Spend 1 minute using the mirror technique. Spend 2 minutes doing shadow speaking. Spend 1 minute practicing the fluency loop. That is only 5 minutes a day, but it can make a big difference. Most learners skip this kind of practice. They spend their time reading grammar books, downloading vocabulary apps, or watching English videos without speaking. That is why they do not improve. You are different because now you have a clear system. You have a simple daily routine. You have your own English practice at home. You do not need a partner. You do not need a perfect accent. You only need your voice, your focus, and 5 minutes of real practice every day. When your mouth becomes fluent, your English becomes fluent too. Part 3 is about speaking more naturally. Many learners know grammar, but they still do not sound fluent. The reason is simple. They speak one word at a time. Their speech sounds slow and robotic. Native speakers speak differently. They connect words together. Their speech flows smoothly like music. They do not stop after every word. They speak in natural groups of words. This is called sound flow. When you learn to speak with natural flow, your English sounds smoother and more confident. Even if you make small grammar mistakes, people can still understand you easily. Many learners say every word separately. Native speakers connect the words and make them sound natural. They blend sounds together and speak with rhythm. That is why their English feels easy to listen to. Think of music. A song is not made by playing one note at a time with long pauses. The notes flow together. English works the same way. Smooth speech creates natural communication. From today, stop thinking only about which words to use. Start thinking about how to say those words smoothly. That is where real fluency begins. A sound cluster is a small group of words spoken together without stopping. Practice these groups until they feel natural. The more you repeat them, the easier speaking becomes. Choose 3 common sound clusters every day. Write them in a notebook. Read them aloud several times. Speak them with rhythm instead of saying each word separately. Repeat each cluster many times like a short song. Rhythm helps your brain remember. Your mouth will slowly get used to the natural flow of English. Finally, create your own sentence using each sound cluster. This helps you move from practice to real communication. Every sentence you create makes your speaking stronger and more natural. Goes now. See you later. Now say the whole sentence as one smooth flow. Repeat it 5 times. Then choose another sentence and do the same. Step 4 is to record your voice every day. This is very important. Use your phone and record yourself saying 3 sound clusters and 3 short sentences. Then listen to your recording carefully. Notice your speed, your confidence, and how natural you sound. It may feel strange on the first day, but after a few days you will hear real improvement. After 1 week, you will notice a big change in your speaking. Step 5 is music practice. Play soft background music and speak your sound clusters with the rhythm. This helps improve your breathing, speaking flow, and natural rhythm. English is not a language of silence. It is a language of smooth and connected sounds. Let your voice flow naturally. Here are 5 useful phrases that fluent speakers use every day. Practice them often. What do you think? Let me help you. Give me a minute. I have got to go. I want to do it. Repeat these phrases until they feel easy and natural. Do not try to sound like someone else. Do not copy a British or American accent. Do not force your voice. Focus on speaking clearly and smoothly. Use your own voice with confidence. Your goal is not to sound perfect. Your goal is to sound clear, smooth, and confident. You are not only learning new words, you are building a strong voice that speaks naturally and confidently. Sound clusters are one of the biggest secrets of fluent English. When you master them, your speech becomes smooth instead of robotic. Real fluency is not about using difficult words. It is about using simple words with good rhythm and natural flow. Every day choose 3 sound clusters. Practice them like a short song. Use them in your own sentences. Record your voice and listen again. Little by little, you will hear the difference. Part 4 is about training your brain and your mouth together. Many English learners only train their mouth. They practice pronunciation and repeat sentences, but their mind is still full of fear, doubt, and overthinking. That is why they freeze when it is time to speak. Here is the truth. Your mouth cannot speak confidently if your brain does not believe in you. You can memorize many sentences and practice for hours, but if your mind keeps saying you will make mistakes or people will laugh at you, your confidence will disappear. Now you will learn how to train your brain and your mouth together. This helps you speak naturally, confidently, and without fear. Think of your brain as the pilot and your mouth as the airplane. If the pilot is nervous, the airplane cannot fly smoothly. In the same way, if your mind is full of fear, your speaking will never feel natural. Step 1 is to speak with emotion, not only with accuracy. Many learners only think about grammar. They worry about tenses and correct words. But people remember your energy, your voice, and your confidence more than perfect grammar. English is a living language. It carries emotion. Feel every sentence before you speak it. Smile when the sentence is happy. Show excitement when the sentence is exciting. Let your voice express your feelings. Remember this simple idea. English is not only words, it is emotion in sound. Step 2 is to speak like an actor instead of a student. Choose one short sentence and say it in different emotions. Say it happily. Say it angrily. Say it nervously. Notice how your voice changes. Notice how your confidence grows. When you act, your brain forgets fear. You stop thinking about mistakes. You become part of the sentence. You speak with energy instead of worry. From today, stop acting like a shy student. Start speaking like a confident communicator. Step 3 is to create mental shortcuts. Your brain likes simple connections. It does not want to translate every sentence from your own language into English. Many learners think in their native language first, then they translate. Then they try to speak. This makes speaking slow and stressful. Instead, train your brain to connect English directly with meaning, pictures, and emotions. When you hear a sentence, understand the idea immediately without translating it. Use flashcards, sticky notes, or simple pictures. Write the meaning beside each sentence. Do not only memorize vocabulary, build quick and natural English reactions. Step 4 is to combine emotion, voice, and body movement. Stand up when you practice. Move your hands. Change your posture. Look into the mirror and speak with confidence. When your body moves, your brain remembers better. Your voice becomes stronger. Your speech becomes clearer. Your confidence grows naturally. You are not only learning to talk, you are learning to communicate with confidence and presence. Step 5 is your daily brain and mouth practice. Spend 1 minute speaking with different emotions. Spend 1 minute acting out your sentences. Spend 1 minute repeating them while walking. Spend 1 minute practicing in front of the mirror. Spend 1 minute recording your voice and listening to it again. Do not listen for mistakes only. Listen for confidence, energy, and improvement. This is not grammar practice. This is real speaking practice that trains both your brain and your mouth. When your thoughts, emotions, voice, rhythm, and body work together, you do not just speak English. You become a confident English speaker. This is more than learning words. It is about building a new identity. It is about believing in your voice. It is about speaking proudly even when you make small mistakes, because real fluency means freedom to express yourself. From today, do not only train your mouth, train your mindset, train your courage, train your confidence, train your emotional connection with English. Say these words every day. I speak with feeling, I speak with truth, I speak with power. Part 5. Repeat smartly, not mindlessly. Let me give you one important warning. If you repeat English the wrong way, you will stay stuck. But if you repeat it the right way, you will build real fluency for life. Repetition is not about saying the same words again and again like a parrot. Real repetition is a smart method. It is the secret used by great speakers, actors, leaders, and fluent English learners. Today, you will learn a system that works for beginners, intermediate learners, and advanced learners. It can completely change the way you speak English. Most learners choose one sentence like, I am going to the market, and repeat it again and again in the same boring way. Their voice has no energy. Their brain gets bored. Their mouth becomes tired. Their confidence drops, and nothing improves. The reason is simple. Repetition is not about doing more. It is about doing it better. Every repetition should improve your pronunciation, rhythm, confidence, and fluency. The first stage is slow clarity. Choose one simple sentence like, I don't know what to say. Speak it very slowly. Focus on every sound. Feel your lips and tongue moving correctly. Repeat it 3 times. This teaches your mouth the correct movements and builds strong speaking muscles. The second stage is flow repetition. Say the same sentence again, but this time speak naturally and smoothly. Link the words together and control your breathing. Repeat it several times until it sounds comfortable. This helps you speak the way people do in real conversations. The third stage is emotion repetition. Now say the same sentence with different emotions. Say it sadly. Say it angrily. Say it with confusion. Repeat each version 3 times. This trains your brain and helps you express real feelings instead of sounding like a robot. The fourth stage is pressure repetition. Increase your speed while staying clear. Challenge yourself to speak faster without losing control. This trains your mouth and brain to react quickly during real conversations. The fifth stage is real-life repetition. Use the same sentence in different situations. During a job interview, you might say, I don't know what to say, but I am grateful for this opportunity. In a romantic moment, you might say, you are so kind, I don't know what to say. After an embarrassing moment, you might simply say, that was awkward. I don't know what to say. This teaches your brain to use English naturally in everyday life. Your daily practice is very simple. Spend 1 minute speaking the sentence slowly. Spend 1 minute speaking it naturally. Spend 1 minute using different emotions. Spend 1 minute increasing your speed. Spend 1 minute using the sentence in different situations. In just 5 minutes, one sentence becomes part of your natural speech. Real fluency is built layer by layer. Every repetition improves your pronunciation, strengthens your mouth muscles, trains your brain, and builds your confidence. You are not just repeating words. You are making English part of who you are. Choose sentences that inspire you. Say things like, I am proud of how far I have come. This is only the beginning. I will speak English fluently. It is okay to make mistakes. English is my future. When your words have meaning, your voice becomes stronger. Avoid common mistakes. Do not speak without emotion. Do not rush through every sentence. Do not ignore real-life practice. Always record yourself because feedback helps you improve. Most importantly, never quit after 1 day. Fluency comes from daily repetition. Every confident English speaker has repeated the same sentences hundreds of times. They practiced in front of the mirror. They practiced while walking. They practiced alone when nobody was watching. Their hard work was invisible, but the results became impossible to ignore. Say this with confidence. I do not repeat to remember. I repeat to become. That is how you train your mouth. That is how you train your mind. That is how you become a fluent English speaker. Part 6. The final truth. Now listen carefully because this may be the most important part of this lesson. Close your grammar book for a moment. Turn off the subtitles. Forget about the perfect accent. Just listen. The truth is simple. You are not bad at English. You are simply not practicing the right way every day. You do not need another English video. You do not need another grammar rule. You need daily practice. You need repetition. You need real speaking. Millions of people understand English. They watch English videos every day. They know grammar rules. They read books. Yet they still cannot speak. They cannot introduce themselves with confidence. They cannot express their feelings. They cannot share their ideas. Why does this happen? Because they only consume English. They never train themselves to speak. They learn passively instead of practicing actively. As a result, they remain silent for years. Think about it. You go to a job interview but cannot answer confidently. You meet a foreigner but stay quiet. You know the words, but your mouth refuses to speak. The problem is not your intelligence. The problem is that your speaking muscles have never been trained. You are smart. You are motivated. You truly want to speak English. But your daily habits do not match your dreams. There are two kinds of learners. One learner watches hours of English videos, follows many English pages, buys grammar books, and writes endless notes, but that learner never speaks. The second learner watches only 10 minutes of English, then chooses one sentence, repeats it in 5 different ways, practices in front of a mirror, records the voice, speaks every single day. One learner collects information, the other creates transformation. Ask yourself honestly, which learner are you? Deep inside, you already know what you should do. Speak out loud. Practice every day. Use the mirror. Record yourself. Copy native speakers. Accept mistakes. Keep going. So why are you still waiting? Maybe you're afraid of sounding wrong. Maybe you think people will laugh at you. Maybe you're waiting until you become perfect. But that fear is stealing your future. How many opportunities have you already lost because you stayed silent? Maybe it was a better job. Maybe it was a new friendship. Maybe it was a dream you never chased. You cannot change the past, but you can change the next 30 days. Speak your first sentence today. Train your mouth tomorrow. Shadow one English video this week. Build your fluency one small step at a time. Soon you will notice something amazing. Your voice will become stronger. Your fear will become smaller. Your confidence will grow every day. Not because you were born talented, not because you were lucky, but because you trained consistently. Fluency is not a destination. It is a daily decision. Tell yourself every morning, I will train my mouth today, no matter how I feel. That is the real secret. Not talent, not intelligence, not motivation. Training. One day people will hear you speaking English with confidence. They will say, "Your English is amazing." They will never see the early mornings, the mirror practice, the voice recordings, the shadowing sessions, or the thousands of repetitions you completed alone. Only you will know how hard you worked to build that voice. Remember this forever. If you do not train, you will remain silent. That is not an opinion. It is reality. But today you can make a different choice. Say these words with confidence. I will no longer stay silent. I will no longer wait. I will no longer fear mistakes. I will train my mouth every day. I will speak English with confidence. This voice is yours. This language is yours. This dream is yours. Now claim it. You have finished this lesson. You have learned the methods. You know the system. Now everything depends on you. You can close this video and return to your old habits. Watch more lessons, read more tips, stay silent. Or you can stand in front of the mirror and say, I will speak English with confidence. I will train my mouth, my mind, and my voice every single day. I am becoming fluent because I practice, not because I watch. That is where real change begins. Your mouth is ready. Your voice is waiting. Your journey has just started. Do not let fear control your future. Do not let doubt stop your progress. You do not need to be perfect. You only need to be consistent, brave, and willing to speak. This is your language. This is your voice. This is your time. If this lesson inspired you, subscribe to the channel, share this video with someone who wants to speak English, and write one promise in the comments. I will train my mouth every day. Say it, believe it, live it. Because the most fluent English speakers are not always the smartest. They are the people who refuse to stay silent. Your fluency begins the moment your fear ends.